What's up, guys? This is TheSquirrel64 here with Of Dragons and Men. Today we're going to introduce you guys to our newest YouTube series that we'll be producing. In this series, we're going to be opening one of every duel deck ever produced by Wizards of the Coast. A little bit of inspiration from Jeremy at MTG headquarters series Fat Packs Through Time, but we're broke college students that can't really afford to crack a fat pack and take the time to hunt them down, so we figured, let's do duel decks. So again, since we're broke college students, we couldn't afford the first 4 duel decks, and we didn't really have the time around classes and producing content for you guys to go out and hunt them down. So we'll be opening a duel deck anthologies that I've actually had since release. And for those of you who aren't familiar with that, that has the Elves versus Goblins duel deck, the Divine versus Demonic duel deck, the Jace versus Chandra duel deck, and the Garruk versus Liliana duel deck. So we'll be cracking that one for you guys. Been saving it for a rainy day, and what better way to crack it than to share it with you guys. Next, we're going to move on to Phyrexia versus the Coalition. I think that must have come out my junior or senior year of high school. That was actually the first duel deck that I personally purchased. Next, we'll be cracking Elspeth versus Tezzeret. Then we'll move on to my personal favorite thus far, Knights versus Dragons. Just love the flavor of this one. And then we'll move on to Ajani versus Nicol Bolas. And this is actually Puma Cat's favorite duel deck, so maybe we can get him to come over here and crack it with us. He's got some great stories, I'm sure, about it. He's a huge Ajani fan. He hates Nicol Bolas. Which is funny because I'm a huge Nicol Bolas fan, so you can guess who's going to be playing what when we test those ones out against each other. Alright, then we're going to crack Venzer versus Koth. And Izzet versus Golgari. Unfortunately, I don't think that this is the Niv Mizzet that has the awesome equation in the flavor text, unfortunately. But I guess we'll have to wait till we crack it to find out. Then we're going to crack Sorin versus Tibalt. I know a lot of you are thinking, why would you do that? For completion's sake, we actually had bought all the other duel decks that we're showing here in this video for the playlist. And we realized, as we got ready to do the thumbnail and start producing the content for you guys, that we hadn't bought Sorin versus Tibalt. We forgot that it was a duel deck. Yes, it was that bad. So, it took a couple weeks. It actually took like 2 weeks to get here after we ordered it. We ordered it that night. So we did get it. We will crack it for you guys. We'll see if it was worth it. I guess for completion's sake, it will be. And then we'll be cracking Heroes versus Monsters. Go back to that Theros block and get some of that Greek life action going. Next, after we do the Heroes versus Monsters, we're going to crack Jace versus Vraska. Followed by Speed versus Cunning. Moving on to the block of the Khans block there. And then we'll crack Elspeth versus Kiora for you guys. Zendikar versus Eldrazi. And last but not least, Blessed versus Cursed. This one actually just came out here a couple weeks ago. And, obviously, as Wizards continues to produce these, they come out about twice a year. We'll continue cracking those and updating the channel, specifically this playlist. But we hope you'll join us for this journey. We're looking forward to it. Should be a lot of fun. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Check us out over on twitch.tv. Look forward to seeing you guys again real soon.